Hello, fans, and welcome. We're here at Eaglecrest for our 5A boys basketball matchup between our visiting Bruins and the Eaglecrest Raptors. Cherry Creek coming into this game 7-4, 2-1 in league play, with wins against Cherokee Trail to start out league play, and then they took a loss to Grandview, and then winning last time out versus Mullen. And for Eaglecrest, they've come out hot, folks. 11-0, 3-0 in league, defeating the tough Overland on the road. And that in and of itself is a big feat. So we're getting ready for a good game here. Bruins have looked good at times. Bruins are a very, very touchy team. As in that game against Grandview. They had some struggles. And these struggles included defensive problems, which has been a challenge for them all year, but shooting, never a problem for the Bruins, who almost shot their way to victories against Rangeview and Denver East. Rangeview, who is currently number 1 right now. I believe Eaglecrest is number 2, but we'll get confirmation on that, folks. For now, we got a good game in store, and we are about to get underway. Starting tonight for the Bruins, number 1, Dimitri Stanley. Number 13, Jalen Meeks. Number 15, Will Halfon. And number 33, Hayden Parr. Starting for the Raptors, the powerful shooting guard, Colby Ross. Number 22, Jelon Jackson. And our tip is underway. Raptors take over. Also starting for the Raptors, number 23, Austin Forsberg. Number 25, Ikenna Ozor. And number 45, Nate Bokel. Shot comes off the mark. Rebounded by the Bruins. Shot was taken by Austin Forsberg. Hayden Parr on the board. Stanley dishes it off to Parr. Parr down low. Stanley drives. Lay-in is off the mark. That one is going to be saved. As this game starts out with a couple of misses. Ross with the ball. Finds his man. Lay-in is off the mark. That was Ikenna Ozor, who wasn't able to put it in. Still 0-0. 7 minutes left in the game. Bruins taking it down the field. Stanley to Meeks to Parr for 3. It's off. Meeks pulls it down. He's going to dish it out to Johnson. Johnson to Parr. Looking around. Johnson outside. He goes for 3. Off the mark. Parr on the board. And he gets it stolen away. That was his Ikenna Ozor. Dished it out to Forsberg. He's short. Parr on the board. Nothing doing so far, folks. Just a bunch of shots and misses. Parr looks for Halfon. Halfon surveying his options. He's going to dish it back. Pass was intended to Parr. Who picks it up? Keeps his dribble. Johnson. Stanley for 3. He's off. And, folks, that's a case there back to the days of YMCA basketball. Dimitri Stanley's got to follow his shot on that one. You can't look at that shot as he missed out on a big board. There's Bokel takes the shot. He's off. And we remain scoreless. Just under 6 minutes and starting off the ball game. Parr gets it up at the top of the key. He surveys his options. Halfon drives in. He's going to take the shot, and that one rims out, and Ross gets to the board. Then we finally have our first points of the contest. Ikenna Ozor gets the bucket. As there's a foul on the play. Ikenna Ozor, that's his first. Bruins inbound it. Stanley has it. Stanley goes back to Parr. Bokel and Gasol back. Parr again. He checks it. He steps off. He gets the rebound, puts it back, and it's good. Parr with 4 rebounds early in the game. Forsberg drives, and he is unable to get it. And we keep a 2-2 game with 4:45 left. As Bruins out there sporting the blues, Raptors in white with the red and black on the number. Meeks with the ball. He drives in. He walks around, gets it stolen. He gets it to Parr. Parr into the basket. Gets it to Johnson. Back to Parr. Johnson. As Halfon takes the long 3. Way short. Meeks on the rebound, though. He's going to put it up. No foul. Surprisingly, as Meeks goes down hard again, folks. And that has been his Achilles heel all year. Meeks had a very, very solid game. And every other game this year, folks, he's landed flat on his back with some hard falls on rebounds and various injuries as Jelon Jackson, is going to make that one for the Raptors. As Parr dribbles it down the court. Halfon. Stanley. Parr for 3. He got it. Nope, folks. It's off. Meeks. And again, fouls don't seem to be called very much. Unbelievable there, folks. The whistle maybe needs to come out a little bit more. Only 1 foul so far, and there's a whistle on the ground. Foul is on number 13, Jalen Meeks. His first, team first. And the Bruins will check in Carter Van Geitenbeek, and for the Raptors, 4 new guys. The only remaining player out there from the starters is Colby Ross. As Xavier Jackson has it, he passes it to Ross. Good defense there by Meeks, who gets it to Parr. Bruins only trailing. Parr drives in, and they're going to call a hand check on the Raptors. 5. Ikenna Ozor, his second. Correction, folks, that is number 35, Josh Walton. As that one falls for Hayden Parr. As he's got 4 already. Checking in for the Bruins is Andrew Cole. As the Raptors inbound it. Gonna take it. Foul is on Jalen Meeks. His second foul. Team second foul. Is there an early ball swings out to Walton. Walton into Roberts, who gets it to Ross. Ross is going to pull up from 3, and that's going to hit off the top. Johnson pulls down, and he's going to just secure it. Cole. Halfon. Backs him down, no whistle there. Johnson. Back to Meeks, who's going to take a long 2, and he gets it. 6 points for the Bruins now, who lead Eaglecrest. And that one's going to be rebounded by the Bruins. Halfon taking it down the court. Halfon's going to swing it out to Meeks. Meeks to Van Geitenbeek. Surveying his options. Finds Johnson. Back to Halfon. To the lane. Has he got a shot? He and falls, and he gets tripped up with Xavier Jackson in the backcourt as Ross dribbling it up for the Raptors. The two is no good. The tip back is off for Josh Walton. Fouls on Will Halfon, which set line to get 2 shots on the, which didn't work out quite in his favor. He's getting ready. First free throw is short off the front of the 10. And Dimitri Stanley checks back into the game for Meeks. His second free throw is good. And the Bruins 5-8 as we're about finished with the first quarter of action. Cole, nothing, but he gets the rebound back. Good work there by Cole, not giving up on his shot. Halfon pulls up. He got it. Bruins have double the points of the Raptors, now leading 10-5. 23 seconds. Up with it at the top is Xavier Jackson. Cole guarding him. He's going to drive to the lane on Halfon. Way short. Blocked by Johnson. Halfon looking to dribble it down. Nothing doing. Roberts with the ball. Final shot. Jackson. Ross from way downtown. He missed it. And we have reached the end of the first quarter. Bruins lead it 10-5. We'll be back in a minute here on CCHS Bruins Den. We're back on, folks, for the second quarter of action. Par with it. Lost his dribble there, Johnson, and he's going to draw the foul. That one's going to be on Jalen Jackson, his first. As Halfon will end back Stanley. Stanley to Par. Par to Van Geitenbeek. He looks for Johnson. Johnson unable to get anything going. Ross with it. He dribbles it around. Par goes for the behind. And what looks like a pretty clean block there by Stanley is ruled a foul. Looks like it's going to be 2 for Ross. But that one was on the ground. And no harm for the Bruins. Ross with it. He steps back. Pulls up. He got it. Good work there by Ross to get the bucket. As Stanley gets it. Off to Par. Back to Stanley. He's going down to Van Geitenbeek. Back to Par with a fancy pass. Halfon from 3. He got it. The doctor is in, folks. Dr. Swish, as the fans like to call him. Gets the three-pointer for the Bruins. 13-7. And they're going to get a foul off the ball on Dimitri Stanley for a hold. And now Patrick O'Neill's going to check in for Dimitri Stanley. He and Jalen Meeks in some early foul trouble as Ross gets the bucket, and they're going to call a foul on Jalen Meeks, his third, and he, folks, is already early in foul trouble. 6 team fouls for the Bruins. And Ross free throw. Dribbling it up the court. Dishes to Barr, who gets it tough on. To Meeks. Van Geitenbeek. O'Neal. Van Geitenbeek. And the timeout taken. Only a 30-second timeout, folks. Our clock is a couple seconds off from the game clock. We have a clock at 6:42. The official game clock is at 6:44. Bruins have it 13-10 advantage right now. And Parr gets it back to Van Geitenbeek. Working on Ross, gets it to Johnson. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Hayden Parr for a push-off. And the Bruins with 7 fouls. Whereas 5 minutes ago, they only had maybe 1 or 2. Ball is in Forsberg's hands. He's going to get it out. For 3. The 3 was from Jalen Jackson, but he couldn't get it. Johnson grabbed the board. Parr with it now. He's driving in. He's laying way too firm. Fast break for the Raptors. They're going to get it to Forsberg. And he's going to be fouled by Carter Van Geitenbeek. That is going to be his first, team 8th. And that'll put Austin Forsberg to the line. As the first free throw is good. Second one is up and off the right side of the rim. Parr with it. Finds Halfon. Finds O'Neal. In the corner, he got it. Bruins get one back. And extend their lead to 5. 16-11. And with the ball, he finds Forsberg. Back to Jackson. Out to Ross. Ross pulls up. He got the jumper. 13-16 still. Parr finds Van Geitenbeek. Back to Parr. Back to Van Geitenbeek. Down to Johnson. Van Geitenbeek. Parr. Off the key. He finds Halfon. Bruins working the passing. Get it down low to Johnson. O'Neal from the corner. He has it again. That's 2 threes for Patrick O'Neal. Bruins working well right now as Forsberg gets it down low for the Raptors. And Ozor takes the shot. It goes out of bounds off the Raptors. Checking in for the Bruins, number 5, Jonas Starr. The senior point guard.
Help on. O'Neal unable to get that one. Star works hard to get a rebound, but he's unable to.
Jackson gets it out to Forsberg. Bokel dishes it off. Back to Jackson. And Nate Bokel's going to put that away for the Raptors. Jonas Starr has it. Gives it to Hayden Parr. Parr who relays it down to his teammates. Halfon's going to shoot 3. He's off. O'Neal gets it. Got Parr. Halfon's playing the low post now. And O'Neal is going to get the rebound and the bucket. Good line there. Patrick O'Neal. As Ross takes it down the court. He gets the crossover move. The long 2. Off the mark. That one's going to be last touch by Jalen Jackson. As an Andrew Cole checks in Bruins. And for the Raptors, Xavier Jackson. Cole checks in for Will Halfon. As Hayden Parr dribbles it up the court. He finds Starr, who appeared sort of startled by that pass. He was looking down low, trying to figure out his game. When Parr dishes it off to him, Cole posts him up. And he's finding good defense there by Austin Forsberg. As Colby Ross dribbles it down the court. Gets it down low. The shot is up. Rebounded by the Bruins. Cole gets it to Starr. 2-on-2 here. 2-on-3. As Johnson's going to take it outside, and there's going to be a push on the play. On the right. Foul is going to be on his first, team 4th. Checking in for the Raptors. Number 35, Josh Walton. Number 3, Charles Roberts. Alongside number 15, Abi Almana. Cole gives it to John Starr. O'Neal from 3. Is he hot? No. He was hot before, folks. 2 for 4. Still pretty good shooting the 3 ball. Especially in high school ball. Starr gets it to Paul. Starr for 3 is off. Johnson gets a hand on it. Then O'Neal goes, but he can't find it. Dishes it outside. 3 ball is good for number 3, Charles Roberts. And the Raptors pull within 3. Tops play, folks. Not this one. Parr looks down low. He can't find anything. Gives it to Starr. He gets stripped by Ross, who appeals, but he can't get it. Checking in for the Bruins, Carter Van Geitenbeek. Alongside Will Halfon. They check in for Patrick O'Neal and Jonas Starr alike. Johnson, Van Geitenbeek, Halfon. The shooter surveys his options. Screen set up by Van Geitenbeek. Van Geitenbeek to Parr. Around. He does not back him down. Goes to the far side to Johnson, who's going to get it down to Cole. He's in the paint, folks. He was working on Abi Almana, but he couldn't do anything with it. Walton with the shot. Bruins injure themselves, but Halfon eventually pulls it down. And there's going to be a foul, folks. And I'll tell you what, that foul was on Xavier Jackson. But I got to give it to him, man. That was a great show of sportsmanship right there. Knew he had the foul on him, so he just ran over, gave it to the official immediately. Didn't plead his case like some of the more confident players do in their abilities. He ran it right over to him, gave him the ball, and that's you, man. That's the stuff that you love to see as a fan. No matter what team you're on, you just love to Halfon. Cole sets a nice screen. Half on now. Beak for three. He's off. Johnson can't pull down the board. Ross with it. He gets it outside to Almana, who's going to take the three, and he got it with under a minute left to play. 21 all. Parr dribbles it down. And is Brookhart going to give him the one shot? Doesn't look like it. Parr making quick work of it. Johnson with it. Goes to Parr. And that is going to be a foul on the Raptors. And that one's on number 35, Josh Walton. His second. Team sixth. Cole down. And he looked pretty clearly to have gotten a foul on him. No call there from the officials. As Coach Olander signals to Ross that he wants them to take their time and get that last shot. 14 seconds. Ross dribbling around. Trying to create some space. Dribbles through the double team. Bruins take it. Then Guydenbeek. And they're going to call a jump ball. And it's going to go the Raptors' way, which, folks, may actually hurt them in the long run as the Bruins are going to take it out of the half. Unless another jump ball comes in these last 3.8 seconds. Jackson bounded for the Raptors. Puts it up and he got it at the buzzer. A great Ross as the Raptors take a 23-21 lead going into the half. Fans, we're going to take a break here on CCHS Bruins Den. Bruins leading. Correction, Raptors leading 23-21. We'll be right back after a short halftime break right here on CCHS Bruins Den. Hello, fans. And we are back for the second half here. And the Bruins will take over the ball to start off the second half. Halfon gets it to Parr. Parr to Meeks. Meeks dribbles around, finds Halfon. Halfon driving low. He pulls up. He got it. Bruins start off the half nice with a nice 2-point jumper. 23-23 all. Just about 30 seconds into the second half. Ross takes it down the court. Ross gets it down low to Jackson. Jackson attempts a dribble. Another good steal by Meeks. His second of the contest. Bokel. Jackson. Out to Ozor. Bokel. Jackson. Pulls up. Halfon. Unable to get it. Bruins pull down the rebound, though. Dimitri Stanley on that one. Stanley controls the ball. Parr with it. Working on Bokel. Looks up outside. Halfon. Tries a couple of moves. Finds Meeks. Meeks drives in. Uncontested. He's contested at the end. A great lay-in there by Meeks. Beautiful job to give the Bruins the lead back. Ross with it. He's going to get it down low to Bokel. Beautiful piece of play there from the Raptors. They did a great job getting back to even in this one. Stanley with the ball. Gets it to Parr. Parr to Johnson. Johnson looks in more. Pulls up for a shot, nothing doing. Bokel pulls it down for Eaglecrest. He's going to get it long, but Ozor is not going to be able to stay inbounds with that one. Bruins working on the inbound here. Meeks gets it in. Stanley is going to dribble down the court. And that is Jalen Jackson. D'ing him up. He's going to get it out to Halfon. Halfon pulls up. He got it. Good work there from Will Halfon to give the Bruins the lead back. Ross with it. Gets Bokel. Bokel looking for Jackson. Nothing doing. Finds it back to Ross. Ross down low. He gets the lay-in. Halfon with it. He's going to dribble it up the court. To Stanley. Stanley drives low. He's going to lay it up. And surprisingly, no foul there on the play. Ross with it. He's dribbling. He's going to pull back. Shoot it. Halfon's going to knock it out, but that one's going to go out of bounds and stick with the Raptors. Ross with it. And fans, right now we are working on our video. We're working on the video, folks, getting that back online for you. But we will have our color commentary going. Austin Forsberg takes it. Ross goes down into the paint. He gets swatted by Hayden Parr. Great effort there from Dimitri Stanley. But Jalen Jackson is going to get it back. His lay-in's going to go off the 10. Ross puts it back up, and it falls. Inbound to Parr. Parr's going to dribble it up the court. On the right side of the court, he's going to get it down low to Will Halfon, standing under the bucket. And Will Halfon is fouled in the middle of putting up a shot. Ross is going to have a few words with the referee. I don't think he completely agreed with the call. Foul is on Elijah Ross. Correction, Colby Ross. We're thinking of his brother, Elijah Ross, who graduated last year. Colby Ross with his second foul, first team foul. Hayden Parr down to inbound it. Johnson spins out. Parr gets it to him. Parr driving to the paint. He's going to put it up, and it falls. Back to a tie here at 29-29. 4:15 left in the game. In the third quarter, I apologize, fans, for that. It is the third quarter. Ross with it. He fakes the dish off. He's going to pull it back. He gets it down low, and the foul is going to be on Jalen Meeks. And that is no good because that is his fourth foul, folks. And Carter Van Geitenbeek's going to check into the game for him as he is deep in foul trouble. Foul was on the ground, though. Foul was committed for Joshua Walton. The big man down low for the Raptors as Parr steals it away. Van Geitenbeek with it. He's going to wait and let the offense get situated. Van Geitenbeek with the ball. Dishes it off to Halfon at the top of the key. Halfon drives to the left side. Pulls back right. Paint. And it dishes it out to Hayden Parr. Left side. Van Geitenbeek gets it back down to Parr. Van Geitenbeek was in the corner. Parr driving in now. He's going to put it up, but the shot is no good. Foul is going to be on the Raptors. And the Bruins are going to take it down low. Rebound made by the Raptors. Ball's going to go down low to Walton, who's going to lay it in. As Dimitri Stanley takes it, gives it to Hayden Parr. Hayden Parr gives it off to Will Halfon. Halfon from long. He's going to be short off the front of the rim. Halfon now down in the corner with the ball. Passes it to look for Dimitri Stanley, but it was blocked by Abi Almana. Almana with the ball. He's going to lay it in for the Raptors, who now lead 33-29. Trevor Filio checks into the game for the Bruins for Amon Johnson. And folks, we will just be sticking with audio now as we had a troublesome time with our video feed. If we can get that back up for you, we will, folks. But for right now, we'll leave this as a radio broadcast. And the foul is going to be on number 4, Xavier Jackson. That is his second, team third. As Hayden Parr takes it on the far side, gives it off to Carter Van Geitenbeek. Van Geitenbeek surveying his options. Dribbles right. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Trevor Filio. And I'll tell you what, folks, there was not much contact on that one. That was a tough foul to be called against the Bruins, who were looking good there. With minimal contact, they're going to draw the foul as Ross dribbles it up the middle of the court, crosses the eagle, dishes it off to Xavier Jackson. The give off is to Victor Garnes. The three ball is going to fall for the big man, Josh Walton. Dimitri Stanley dribbling down the court, goes with the behind the back. And the Bruins are going to be taking a full timeout, folks. With a full timeout, we are going to take a short timeout here on CCHS Bruins Den. It's a full timeout. We'll be back with you in a minute.
And we're back, folks. Bruins just inbounded the ball. Dimitri Stanley with the ball in the backcourt. He's going to dribble it up front.
Patrick O'Neal with the ball. Gets it out to Stanley on the right side. He's going to get it back to O'Neal at the top of the key. He goes for three. And it falls for the Bruins, who now only trail 36-32. 2 minutes remaining in this game. In this third quarter of this game. My apologies. Ross making signals towards his teammates. Bruins with the double coverage. Patrick O'Neal's going to get it, but Ross is going to pick it up. The three ball comes, and it falls for Victor Garnes. Inbound for the Bruins. Dimitri Stanley dribbling it up. Left-handed, going lefty. He's going to cross it over. Go right side. Tries it. No luck there. Dishes it off to Parr. Parr goes left. And he dishes it back out to O'Neal on the top of the key. O'Neal to Van Geitenbeek on the right side of the key. Filio with the ball down low.
And he's going to have it knocked out of his hands.
Bruins will retain possession of the ball. Raptors lead 39-32 with 1:08 left. O'Neal with it. He pulls up. That's going to be a long two, folks. And he's off the mark. Ball's dished outside to Victor Garnes. Garnes drives in. Nothing going, but they're going to call the foul. He went up hard and drew some contact. The foul is going to be on number 24, Carter Van Geitenbeek. That's his second, team third, which puts Victor Garnes at the line. Raptors here have a chance to make it an 8 or 9 point advantage, depending on if he makes one or two. First shot is up, and it's going to hit the rim a few times and bounce out. Halfon checks into the ballgame for Cherry Creek. In for Trevor Filio. And Charles Roberts is going to check in for the Raptors. The shot is up, and it's straight in. 40-32. Raptors in a press now. Stanley with it down low. He's going to sprint up the court, right side. Loses his footing a bit. He's going to dribble it back out. Passes it off to Halfon. Halfon working. Gets it off to Parr. Parr at the top of the key. Driving right. Not finding much. Bruins taking their time here. The lay-in is up, and it's going to rattle in the 10 and go in for the Bruins. The lead is now 6 for Eaglecrest. As Xavier Jackson is going to dribble it up the court. And he is just going to let this time tick out. Starts his run with about 10 seconds left. Walton in the corner is off. He's going to get it back out to Jackson, who's swatted. And an absolutely brutal call for the Bruins. As from where I was sitting, folks, he had all ball. And the ref on the far side with his back to him is going to call the foul on this one. And you got to question the decision. Is it really his call, folks? No matter. It sends Xavier Jackson to the line. And his shot is up off the heel of the rim. Nate Bokel checks in for Eaglecrest. Xavier Jackson with his second shot puts it up. And that one's off the left side. And last touched by Abi Almana. 3.5 seconds left for the Bruins to work. Trailing by 6. Stanley to Parr. Parr dribbles it up the court. He's going to put up a long one. Not anywhere near it. He throws it over the backboard. And we're going to take a short break here. Minute break here. Cherry Creek trails the Eaglecrest Raptors 34-40 going to the fourth quarter. Folks, we're back, and we got our video situation all worked out. Hopefully. Our monitors show so. I hope you always do too. And we do, folks. Back. As you can see, the Bruins. Van Guttenbeek takes it up center court. Crosses the Eagle. He's going to drive it right side. Gives it off to Parr. O'Neal making moves, trying to get open. Parr not seeing him. Nothing going. Backs him down. Backs to Bokel. And he's going to put up a highly contested shot. Ross dribbles it down the court for the Raptors. He puts it up. Nothing going. And a great effort there from McKenna. Not going to get it. And that one's going to fly out of bounds. Van Guytenbeek takes the ball up. Center court now. Dishes it off to Parr. Parr finds. Johnson works low. Now works wide. Gives it off to Parr. A good screen to Johnson. But nothing going. He's going to get. And the foul is going to be on Xavier Jackson for the Raptors. Looks like Bruins will get 2. Correction, folks, that was Ikenna who was marked for the foul. Fourth team foul. Juan Johnson at the line. His shot is up. Off the right side of the rim. Second shot coming for Johnson. And it's up and good. As the Raptor student section, the Eagles nest gets loud there. For the first one, maybe psyched out Johnson a little bit. Not on the second one as Ross gets it. He's going to dish it down to Bokel. Kicked outside for 3, off the mark. Johnson pulls down the board. Hayden Parr with it. He looks for the 3, nothing there. Parr back with it. He's going to try it this time, and he's off the front. Will Halfon gets the board. And that one's going to be off the Raptors, Colby Ross's knee. And Joe Owsley's going to check in. Hayden Parr with the down low. He throws it out on a high arcing pass. Johnson to Parr. Parr surveys the court. Halfon down in the corner. Halfon takes a spin and he gets blocked, but they're going to call the foul. And that foul is going to be on number 1, Colby Ross. That is his 3rd team. Halfon with a couple of dribbles. The shot is good. Halfon always consistent at the line. Last year shooting 90% from the charity stripe. And he drains his first one today. The shot. It's going to fall. Nails them both. As this one's going to be taken by Victor Garnes. Up the left side, his left. Dished out to Forsberg. To Garnes. Back to Ross for 3. Wide open 3. Off the mark. Bokel is going to pull it down originally, but then Ozor is going to take it down, and he's going to go to the line now. They're going to call the foul on number 22, Joe Owsley, and that one's going to be on the ground. And the Bruins 37-4.
His own is going to be played long to Bokel. Bokel to Forsberg. Forsberg signals for the screen. No, he signals for Garnes to come get the ball, who signals for Ross to come get the ball. Ross takes it. Dribbles right. Dribbles into the lane. Puts up a floater, and he falls. Beautiful shot there from Elijah Colby Ross. My apologies, folks. I believe that was number 11 at first, Elijah Wilson, but it ended up being number 1, Colby Ross. Carr backs him down, and that is a tough break there. In and out. And another possible missed call there, as it looked pretty clearly to have rolled off of the Eaglecrest. But it is still given to them, 42-37. Good defense there by Parr to keep that inbounds from going. But it's going to go out of bounds, and the Raptors will keep it. Ross with the step back. He's going to put it up way short. Parr. Oh, going to. And that foul is going to be on number 25, Ikenna Azor. His third, team 6th, as the Bruins are in the bonus. Halfon for 3, nothing. Forsberg drives down low, and that. Another one, fans. Another tough call.
Picks up his 3rd personal, 6th team foul. Back in for the Rattlers, Josh Walton.
Ross with it up top. Walton's going to take it down low. His lay-in is off the mark. Halfon from way downtown is going to rattle in and out. And Meeks, beautiful hustle there. Fantastic hustle by Jalen Meeks. But that one's going to go out of bounds. Victor Garnes is going to have it at the top of the key. Walton with it. Ross now. He's going to put to the big man, Nate Bokel, who makes it count. 44-37 Raptors. Just under left in this game. Johnson steps back. Steps in, loses possession of the ball. Is that one last off Eaglecrest? Yes, it is. Meeks with it. Gets off to Stanley. Signaling. He wants the ISO here. Gets it into Meeks. Beautiful. Good. And one coming for Jalen Meeks. Count the bucket. And that's going to be a foul. That's his team 7. As the and one coming from Meeks, who's going to rattle out offensive rebound. And Parr just gets mauled in the paint. And no call. Man, oh man. Timeout taken by the Raptors. 3:08 left in this one. 44-39, Raptors lead. Fans, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here in a moment on CCHS Bruins Den, your home for Cherry Creek Sports. And we're back, fans. 8 left. Bruins looking to come back here, only trailing 5. Ball, Forsberg takes it right. Dishes Garnes. He looks right. Gets it in. Beautiful job on defense by hitting for Nate Bokel, broken up. Stanley takes it down the drive. And after a low whistle first half, this second half, they've been all over. And that's going to be another foul on number 23, Austin Forsberg. It's going to be his second team. Dimitri Stanley to the line. Jalen Jackson and Xavier Jackson check in for the Raptors. Stanley's first shot of the 1-and-1 is good. As Walton, always ready for that ball. He was looking for it going the Raptors' way. Forgot to take into account the second shot. Stanley's second shot is up off the back. Nothing. Bokel pulls it down. Ross, left side. Working Johnson. Screen set out by Walton. Dished off. Walton again. Jackson. Bokel. Ross. They're working at the top of the key. Ross with a nice touch on that lay-in. And it's going to fall for the Raptors. 2 minutes coming. Parr with it. Drives low. Lay-in. Good. And the Bruins are going to take a timeout. This one's only going to be a 30-second timeout. And we'll stick with you here. Cherry Creek only down by 4. And the Bruins fans, they're putting up a good fight here, as they have all year, facing Denver East, losing by 1. Correction, that was a loss by 3. But it was a step-back 3 with 1 second left that Halfon drained, and it was called a charge. That really sealed it for the East Angels. And then next challenge out, they faced Rangeview, who won by 1 point on a last-second lay-in. Beautiful job, and now Rangeview, as we stated before, they're number 1. And the Raptors here, they're a high-ranked team as well. And the Bruins beat Cherokee Trail, who's ranked number 4, but their big loss, was that Grandview game. Everyone had the Bruins as the favorite, and Grandview took advantage of some miscues and made some great play of their own, and they came back and won it. Ross now driving in. He's going to lay it up. He's going to be off the mark. Bodies flying. Ball's out. Timeout taken by the Raptors. They're looking to keep possession here. We do not have a count right now for timeouts left. We'll stick with you through this one too. Bruins over here listening to the wise tutelage of Mike Burkhart, accompanied by athletic director and assistant coach Jason Wilkins. Also Pete Blake and Lee Mason with the JV coach, Mr. Kent Dertinger, all in on that huddle. As the players trot back out to the floor. The inbound is to Ross. Johnson's on him. Gets it down to Walton. Walton gets it to Bokel. Jackson with it. He's going to give it off to Walton. Walton to Ross. Ross to Bokel. Jackson, Ross. And Eaglecrest preserving this lead. And they fouled a dangerous shooter in that, folks. Of all the guys on this floor you'd want to foul, my last one would be Elijah Ross's. He is one of the more consistent guys from the line. As the foul was on Amon Johnson. That was his first in the team's 7th. First free throw is good. 37-42, Crest leads. This is Ross. Gets the second one up. He's off the mark. Forward. Stanley. 20 seconds till the minute. Halfon. And a beautiful job on defense there by Ross. He's going to take a step back and let his team regroup. Now he dribbles left. Another foul on Johnson. This one's going to be on Xavier Jackson. Minute 5. Shot is up. And it's going to fall. And he'll get the other one. 18 fouls for the Bruins. So there's no more free fouls as they're in the bonus now. Second shot is up, and it falls. And there'll be a couple of check-ins. Patrick O'Neal is going to check in for Cherry Creek for Eaglecrest. Halfon goes center court. Johnson sets the screen. Halfon gets killed by Ross as he goes down hard. And now Ross is going to go over and plead his case. That is huge. 3 free tosses for Will Halfon. And these are the ones you don't see too often, folks. The 3 free throws. So he can take a rest on these first 2. He makes the first one. As the Nest is going to try to make some noise here to get Halfon off his game. And their plans aren't working out. Checking in for the Bruins, Dimitri Stanley. And for the Raptors, Victor Garns alongside Josh Walton. Halfon with one more shot to come. He makes this. Bruins are only trailing by 4. And he does. Those are 3 huge free throws. 50 seconds. Foul is going to be on number 1, Dimitri Stanley. That's going to be his 4th. He's in foul trouble. 9 fouls, which puts Jalen Jackson at the line. Patrick O'Neal's going to check in, and Stanley's going to have to come out with 4 fouls. Burkhart gives him some condolence. This first shot is huge, folks. Jackson makes it. They lead by 5. And he's off. Parr gets the rebound. Huge for the Bruins. Halfon needs to pick up the pace here. It's taking a good time, but they need a little more. The three-pointer does not win this. But Johnson's going to take, and he drains it. Beautiful. 29.4 left. Raptors 49. Bruins 48. Folks, we're going to take a quick timeout here.
We'll get back to so much more excitement here. 29.4 left. Raptors 49, Bruins 48 on CCHS. Bruins down. Raptors are going to take it in.
And that is huge, folks. They're going to send Josh Walton to the line. This is going to be Amon Johnson's third foul. Walton needs to make the shot. He makes it, it becomes a 2-point game. And if he misses, folks, then we have ourselves an interesting contest. The shot is up. And it's in.
Fans, I would also like to make a correction. It is no longer a 1-on-1 scenario. Bruins with 10 team fouls.
So every shot here is going to be 2, which will not help Bruins' cause.
Is there any shots, and you hear the crowd erupt. Halfon needs a 3 to send it to overtime. He's going to drive in. Nothing. Wow. That is tough. And Elijah Ross is going to go to the line with 12.4 left. And, folks, it just may look like the Raptors have this one wrapped up. 51-48, 12.4 left.
Shot from Ross. Off the mark.
And he's got to make this one, make it reach for the Bruins. They'll need 2.
He spots that 10. He's going to put it up. And he drains it. That is a big break there for Eaglecrest.
Raptors are going to take a timeout. Not quite sure why they would like to do that, rather than elect for the Bruins to try to run this clock down themselves.
As it looked like Mike Brookhart was wanting them to let the ball go past center court.
We're back, folks. The final 12. Parr takes it in. He hustles on the court. He's going to go for the 2, and that one's going to go out of his hands. And that looks like it's just about going to wrap it up, folks.
Tough loss for the Bruins. As our score here is, assuming it stays at the score, it's going to be 5 5.9 left. 52-48 Raptors win. We're going to throw it long. He's going to get it to Walton. He's just going to dribble it out, and that's going to be the ball. We've reached the end contest. Raptors win it. Fans, we thank you for watching us tonight. Stick around for more. We'll be back on CCHS Queens Down. Thank you, fans, for watching. For Max Potter, Jed Mal, shot producer, our supervisor. We would like to for watching this game, and we hope you have a great rest of your night.